Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing Scorpio, weekly, September 22nd to the 28th. Let's get right into it, my lovely Scorpios. I've already been meditating on your cards, and of course, this video is timestamped, so you can go ahead and jump forward to whatever section you'd like. So let's get your romance angel messages right out. Soulmate. Okay, beautiful. Soulmate energy. We have healing family issues. It's come out a lot this week, actually. And we have trust. All right, beautiful. All right, so nice energy, right? Really positive, right? Loving. Let's go ahead and get your animal spirits out. See what kind of animal spirits you might be riding with this week. Animal spirits can indicate events in your life or energies coming in. And again, just take what resonates for you and just throw the rest away. Now, we have Peacock, Dragonfly, beautiful, both air, and the Scorpion. So Scorpio, you showed up in your own reading, all right? That's always a beautiful sign. That means things are happening right now that are very fated for you, right? This is a very destined time for you. This week is a very important time. So let's go ahead through these animal spirits briefly. Peacock. The peacock, beautiful, beautiful air energy. The peacock is beautiful inside and out. The peacock understands and sees all. This is the card for seeing everything and really seeing it, not just on the surface, but really seeing all sides to a situation, seeing the beauty in everything as well as a result of it. Also, the peacock, if you ever see a peacock, its full splendor is not until its wings are open, right? And so again, that talks about the beauty inside the peacock and then how it radiates out. This is really strong energy in terms of communication, right? This is positive communication energy. This is very gracious, right? Gracious energy. The peacock, if you've been perhaps in a difficult situation, or you've been feeling yourself like a little bit, I want to say, not depressed so much, but just uninspired, or feeling like, you know, just like life has been a bit rough with you, the peacock comes in with compassion. The peacock brings you compassion and also helps you have compassion for others. It doesn't it doesn't harbor any sort of resentment or conflict. It lets go, right? And the joy and the beauty of the peacock also is that it sees beauty in itself and in others. It's not selfish, right, in any way. Very good healing energy. Certainly for soulmate and healing family issues. Now we have the dragonfly. Now dragonfly is also air energy. The dragonfly is the lord of illusion, the lord of light. Well, light is illusion, right? Depending on how the light is, something will appear differently. So the dragonfly comes in sometimes to remind us that all is not as it appears. And it's quite interesting to have this next to the peacock, because it can be that, especially with healing family issues or conflicts, compassion and beauty, along with understanding that not all is as it seems, can really help heal a situation. Sometimes you may not be right. You may have it wrong, right? You know, sometimes you don't have all of the information, or the way the information is being presented to you is very skewed, right? And so with the peacock coming in as compassion as well, these are very, very good complementary energies for healing conflicts. And then of course, Scorpion, you have showed up in your own reading. So Scorpion is fire energy here. Of course, you're a water elemental. right, as an astrological sign. But here we're talking about the animal spirit, and the animal spirit of a Scorpion is definitely fire. And the thing with the Scorpion, of course, is that you are really very much embodying your own nature. But with the animal spirit, we talk about the nature of the Scorpion in terms of this animal spirit is very competitive, very secretive, is also very careful who they let in, careful to guard its heart. You know, the stinger is always ready. But the Scorpion is also a sign or an energy of transformation, right? And so this could be a time where you're kind of growing up a bit, or you're transforming yourself a bit, Scorpio. Because when Scorpio shows up, certainly when the Scorpion animal spirit shows up, we're talking about renewal. You know, the Scorpion is very passionate, very determined. And so this energy comes in to remind us to break free from the past, let go of old resentments, because you're ready to go through a full transformation. You're ready to go through into another stage of your life. All right? Let's go ahead and get into your 5 to 8 forecast for the week. Now, again, you can jump ahead in the description to these forecasts if you like. Or go back and review one of them that perhaps may have resonated with you more. And again, of course, these energies in this reading will not resonate with all Scorpios. So don't forget to look at the rest of your chart to see if one of the other readings may be a better fit for what you're going through this week. All right. Here we go. Knight of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. All right. Wow. Sevens is the number for dreams and aspirations, right? Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to give you a cup of love, Scorpio, or perhaps you want to give somebody else a cup of love. You're starting to do a lot of reevaluating this week, though. You're reevaluating, a lot to do with, you know, what your goals have been up until now. Monetary goals, career goals, your goals for your life, right? What have they been? And so in this way, you're very much sort of relooking at the things that you've held dear up until now, right? What you thought you wanted, your accomplishments, do they satisfy you? Do they still satisfy you? Are they enough for you? And so you're doing a lot of reevaluating about that. Interestingly enough, though, there is someone who wants to have, I say you may be resonating with Knight of Cups, but could be somebody trying to give you a cup of love. It could be you're trying to give somebody else a cup of love and you're feeling very frustrated about it. It's not going the way you wanted it to go, or it's not going the way you imagined it to go. And so I think this energy is what's making you reevaluate a lot of other things in your life. 7 of Swords is on as well. And 7 of Swords is interesting. 7 of Swords is when you want something so badly that you cut corners. Now, this could be somebody that you're dealing with who's being really hasty, or who's being impatient with you. Or it could be someone that you feel like may be interfering with what you desire right now. Because 7 of Swords is also the dream thief. This is the person who comes in and wants to take what you have. You may be feeling like somebody is out to get what you want, out to get the person that you're wanting to hand this cup of love to. And so part of this reevaluation can be, how do I deal with this competition over here? How do I deal with this person who's interfering with my situation? It's quite interesting. I want to say this is definitely about a situation that has not really turned out the way you wanted to. And so this week, you're going to be trying to figure out how to either deal with this individual here who's kind of interfering into your affairs, and what you need to do in terms of your own life to get this person that you want to hand this cup to. They're not showing up here. So this is all very much about you feeling how good you are for this person, how well you can, you know, what are your chances of getting them, considering that you have this other interference over here. I want to say this is certainly going to bring out your competitive streak. Queen of Swords, the World, and the Sun. All right, so there's definitely a feeling of letting go of masks coming in this week. There's some clarity this week. This week is a big week for some of you in terms of clarity. Clarity in a relationship, clarity in a situation. This could be at home or at work, but I want to say this is going to be something that's very dear to you. I want to say this is probably going to be family issues or a soulmate connection that perhaps, like I said in the last reading, maybe not turned out for some of you, or there's some conflict. This week, the clarity comes in. Everybody drops their masks with this energy of the Queen of Swords, and they really show their true colors. You still feel like this situation is fated because the World card has come in. And the World indicates that you do feel like you're at the right spot in the right place in your life. Sun comes in this week as well to reaffirm all of this. But this is definitely, for some of you, a week of clarity, and that means for you, too, to really lay down your cards on a certain situation so that you can move forward. We're not reading reversals for the weekly. King of Wands, Lovers, and Knight of Wands. Wow. Okay, again, I want to say somebody's coming in, and I feel like somebody's interfering with your love connection. You know, you're the King of Wands, and you have this love connection with someone, and it's like this Knight of Wands is in there. This person is very similar to you. They may even have the same career as you or the same lifestyle. You may even know them as a friend. But this is, again, another highly competitive situation for a love connection. And again, this week, I think you handled this. Remember, not all is as it seems. And you may be thinking this person is coming in a certain way, but they may not. It could be that this person is indeed coming into your lover, but more as a supportive role rather than someone to compete with. Either case, you deal with this week. Page of Cups, Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. All right, so some of you, you have a conversation with someone that you know you've known for a very long time, someone that you love, someone that you've already built a lot of memories with, and you just reinvigorate your love. I mean, this is a beautiful spread. Page of Cups, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is a really, really nice soulmate connection, a true soulmate connection. I think that you have a conversation with this person, this long-term friend or lover or connection, and you guys kind of totally clear out whatever obstacles, and once you're done, the cup finally overflows this week. Really beautiful energy. The Fool, Temperance, there's Sagittarius showing up in a Page of Wands. Again, you're on a new journey. You're about to start a new stage in your life, and you're realizing this week that temperance is what's needed. You know, temperance is the ability to combine two elements and create something completely new. It's the basis of, it's the basis of alchemy, because a Sagittarius and temperance is associated with alchemy, but it's in the sense when we're talking about temperance in terms of yourself, it's the ability to adapt, to temper yourself, to use different sides of yourself to respond to a scenario with the best sort of energy. You know what I mean? And so that is the same thing as sort of combining the fire and water inside of you to come through with a certain kind of communication, right? The right kind of communication. And that's what temperance is all about. Not being too fiery in some situations, not being too wishy-washy in other situations, right? Showing compassion, withholding judgment until you have all of the information. All of this is coming in. Some of you, in fact, though, will be starting a new stage with the Sagittarius. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius. And you definitely feel with the Fool card. Fool shows up to let you know that this is a new stage. This is also a stage in your life that is a quantum leap. Oftentimes we talk about the Fool taking a leap of faith. Really what the Fool is doing, the Fool takes a quantum leap in terms of progression. right? So when you come to a new stage in your life, you know, life isn't linear. Our experiences aren't linear. Sometimes we have these quantum leaps of experience, right? We have these quantum leaps in development. And so when the Fool comes in, it shows that you're about to make a quantum leap of development and progression into a new stage of your life, either with a Sagittarius or using this Sagittarian temperance energy. This week, again, you have another communication. You talk to someone, and it's very important. It's about this new stage of your life, because the Page of Wands comes in, and Wands is all about that fire, that moving forward, that energy. Temperance, of course, is fire energy, and so you have a conversation, you know, you have a conversation with those people that matter and those people that are going to be part of this new stage of your life. And it's a really fruitful and good conversation because, again, I think it clears out a lot of the misunderstanding. Tower moment. Wow. 4 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups. Ooh, 2 4s. Now, we've had a couple readings with double numbers. This is a really heavy week for you, Scorpio. Tower moment. You realize that a lot of things you've been holding on to are wrong. You finally have that Tower moment and you realize it's time for you to adapt how you act and how you treat people, or perhaps the Tower of ideas that so far you have held on to no longer serve your purpose, because your experience is starting to be very different than that, right? And so you're having a Tower moment this week. You're an awakening, a realization, and it's to do with, interestingly enough, for some of you, it's all about stability. You want stability. You want to maintain financial stability, and you want stability in your love. Some of you may have had a cup offered to you, and it was an empty cup, and you're not sure what it all is in there and what comes with this cup. What's part of this relationship? Should I expect you to be good to me, to be kind, to be loving, or is it just going to be another shallow, empty relationship like the other cups? You're on the fence. You're not willing to take it. You're being very cagey with your finances. This week is a real week where you feel, I think, this Tower moment has you smarting a little bit, and you're feeling very closed off and wanting to protect your own and to maintain your own stability. And that's fine. But I think this is the week for some of you. This is going to be the last spread, Scorpio. 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and a Hierophant. So for some of you, certainly this week starts, it starts off with this beautiful connection, 10 of Cups, right? The completion in a relationship. You've gotten your partner. You have the happy home life. You've cemented it. Perhaps this is what you'd like to have, because you have a 9 of Pentacles coming up, and that is someone who tends to sort of go for their own ambition, their own desires, their own need for money and status and abundance, to the detriment of close relationships. They oftentimes sacrifice close relationships for the pursuit of those pentacles. Now, this could be someone that you're dealing with this week. This could be the person that you're wanting to have this 10 of Cups with, but this is how they're resonating, you know? And so this week you may be feeling like you need to reach out to them. You have the Hierophant. It's interesting. The Hierophant can be a sign of commitment, right? And so I think that's something that might be standing in your way. These could also be the two energies that are standing in your way of achieving this 10 of Cups, which is a lack of commitment either on your part or on their part. And this kind of over self-reliance. You know, sometimes you meet people who are too independent, right? They're so independent that they just won't let you in, right? 9 of Pentacles can be that person. 9 of Pentacles can certainly be that person. It's not always about the money for them. It's also just the fact that they are very closed off and, you know, not alienated so much, but they really cushion themselves from those around because of their own sort of striving forward all the time, their own need to rely on themselves. I don't, you know, fault them for that. Oftentimes these individuals have had a need to rely on themselves, right? But I think that you feel like these two things, the lack of commitment and this kind of blockage here, might be two of the obstacles in your way of having this 10 of Cups with this person. But 10 of Cups comes in, and I want to say that this week there is an opportunity for you to overcome all of this with these energies, right? With the energy of compassion and understanding that maybe all is not what it seems. All right, Scorpio, this is your reading for September 22nd to the 28th. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you, at least in part. And if it did, please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification so you can get all my new videos. But for right now, Scorpio, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.